crypto pirates, welcome to Chatting with the Captain. I am the Captain RG3, your host for this evening. Is this freaking cool or what? Check this out. So this was made for me by Hex Jewels. He's known as the Hexican Jeweler. This thing is monstrous. It may not look that big here, but it is huge and it's beautiful. Black jeweled eyes, hexagon on the forehead, just solid, like a straight up Stockton slap freaking enhancer. Love this thing, man. Love this thing. Thank you, Hex Jeweler. Appreciate it so much. I don't want to take it off. I'm going to sleep with it tonight. Look at that. Hexagon, baby. Hexagon. Oh, well, welcome everybody. Thanks for showing up here. Let me go to the comments so I can see everybody. Crypto Journeyman, first in line. How's it going? Vets in Crypto. Okay, bang, bang. Welcome to the Vets in Crypto. Look at this hair today, man. Oh my gosh. Having a bad hair day. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rock and roll hair is rock and roll hair, right? Okay. Chris, hey, Side Effects. What's up, dude? What's up, DB Cooper? Always in the chats. Iron Hex, Eagle Owl. Who else? Crypto Keef. Hey, a lot of non-Hexican names showing up in here. But of course, obviously, Hexican. David Gomez, Hexander. Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Sandy Peach, one of my regulars showing up in the chats all the time. Good to have you. And hello to you. Hex Cowboy, what's up, dude? Who else is in there? JFK 666. I freaking love him. Hexy Cajun, how you doing? Got family. That's where the tribe's from, out there in Louisiana. That's where my family's from. We don't have a res, we have actual land. So, but anyway, good to have you with us, Hexy Cajun. Hexmade, welcome. JFK, did you see that Coin Paprika has removed Hex from their listings? That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't really matter either. So whatever, screw them. Hey, Coin Paprika. Yeah. So how's that? Whatever. We'll have to just make our own listings site, because they're just not going to comply with what's really going on out there. We're here to save people. We're here to fix crypto. We're here to call out all of the furus and all the fakers and all the people that have been screwing us for years. That's what we're here for. That's what we're going to change. Me and the rest of the army that's out here, the force, have been fighting with Richard all this time. We're going to change shit. They can't ignore us anymore. They can't get rid of us, and they can't ignore us. We are going to take over this space. We've been screaming it since day one. At least I've been screaming it since day one. We won. They lost. Here we come. Get ready. That's what's happening. Okay. I missed some people here. Hexmade, how you doing? But yeah, JFK, one of my favorites. If you guys haven't followed JFK666 on Twitter, please do so. Even if you have a religious affiliation that doesn't want you to, he's really a good guy, and he's really doing some really cool work out there. He makes some of the best freaking memes. He has shrunk me down to an R2D2. Well, maybe actually that might be a little height improvement for me, but he's made me an R2D2 in the Discourse Syndicate Wars that he's done. Crazy cool stuff. Ryan, hey, Aaron Hungate, it has begun. Yes, it has. Pineapple Express, Hookshot. What's up? Indianapolis. Hey, welcome, Indianapolis. Marino, Sandip Chowdhury. Good morning from India. Okay, good morning. It's evening out here. Good morning. CJ Des. Bonjour, Captain. Bonjour to you too. Ho, 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 ho. Who else? Nick Green, the Hex Machine. We'll see. Much gratitude to you too, bro. Dean DK. Hey, Captain. Thanks for all you do, champ. All I do is push the button, man. That's all I do. Only listing should be Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X. Yeah, man. Sure. There's more to the world, but that's what we do here. CZ. Welcome, CZ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The pirate queen of the Hex ladies herself. We got a lot of pirates, though. A lot of pirate queens. I got to admit, Sammy is a freaking beast. She is like, if ever there was like an era of, they were born in the wrong era. Those two ladies should have been on a damn pirate ship. That is for sure. Reach was on fire today. He made BTC sound like IOTA. Not hard to do. Not hard to do. Sorry, Bitcoin. Sorry. Hex Live, Black Crypto reporting for Booty. T-Bird, one of my right-hand men out there in the Twitter space. Robert Kelleher Jr. Man, I knew a Robert Kelleher one time. Maybe you're the same dude. I don't know. And Hex Pimp. All you do is win pimping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for showing up in the chat room. Thank you for showing up, period, to the show. I have started making this regular, making sure I'm getting on Mondays for everybody. We got Hexo streaming regularly now, so maybe some of us old timers can get this thing pumping again. Let's see, get ready for this bull run. This bull run's coming, guys. It's coming. I think we're on the other side of the bear, and the bull could be getting ready to come. I know we've got a lot of little pumpage going. This could be a fake out, could be, a dead cat bounce that they're talking about, but Hex is seeming to stay really, really stable, even as these things stump. That doesn't mean that we can't get the Venturi effect and it could suck us down. It's like a, freaking toilet flushing, but we'll talk some more about that. Hey, good to see you, Crypto CPT. Good to see you, my man. Love my local brothers out here. And Torin Sonic Pulse. Welcome. All right, everybody. So I'm going to bring this cat up because now I've been creeping and crawling in the spaces and the Twitter spaces these days. I love it because like I can get up any time of the day or night. I'm one of those people that gets up in the middle of the night and starts poking around on, social media and stuff because I can't sleep, whatever, get up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, do that. But at any given time, we've got these things called Twitter spaces going on. If you haven't gone to them, if you haven't listened to them, do yourself a favor and get in there and do some Twitter spaces because the Twitter spaces stuff is absolutely freaking cool. Man, this hair is just driving me nuts today. What is going on? Right? Anyway, don't matter. It's rock and roll. So this guy is like out there blasting the Twitter spaces, rolling in it and hanging out. So I said, hey, man, why don't you come on the show and we can just chat in there too? Because he's always got some good stuff to say and he's always real edgy and all that good stuff. So I'm going to bring him up here without any further ado. His name is Trap Gravity. What's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, hold on one second. There you go. Mike was muted. Now you're back.
Hello, world.
Hello. Dude,
So you said I'm edgy. You said I'm edgy.
Little edgy. Yeah. No, I didn't mean like you're on the edge. I meant like your content is like a little edgy, like mine. I got edgy content,
Yeah. Look,
it ain't trash, but it's edgy.
Yeah, I don't think mine's trash either. So it's edgy. It's edgy. But look, we got the same. We have the same goals, long-term goals. We're gonna fix the world, man.
Fix the damn world.
Look, and I would like to first of all thank you for the whole thing with the Twitter Spaces, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in the Twitter Spaces.
Oh, really?
Inviting Freedom started a Twitter Space, and you joined it. And I sent you a DM that night, and I was like, man, this is awesome. Thank you for this. And then the next day, I was like looking for the next Hex Twitter Space. There was none.
Nice.
So I had to go and say comma and a whole bunch of other projects. I guess I don't really want to name, but just crap projects. All of them.
Garbage.
Everyone.
Garbage.
Every one of them. It's just like these people are wrecked. Y'all are wrecked. We won. And so we had to do that. And I used to like to call it space invasions. You know, I told Richard this on when he joined our Twitter space, like for the 4-day space. I told Richard, like, hey, I'll dunk on anybody for you. You need somebody to dunk on people for you? I'll dunk on them for you. I'd have no problem with it. I'd love to.
Nice.
My eyes are on you, Mashinsky. I'm looking at you, bitch.
And it's been real easy. I mean, I love being able to have the power of Hex, Richard's knowledge behind. I mean, I've been in crypto for a long time, but I haven't really been like a cerebral crypto follower. I'm not like into knowing what everything is and does, because everything that I saw was scammy, was bullshit. It was all a bunch of lies. It was all crap. It was all garbage. So I thought that it was more like mental masturbation to just be like reading all these white papers and getting into all of these other cryptos, like the new yield generation, this and the that, and the Celsius and all that
horrible.
stuff. And
it's horrible.
It was just, it was just a waste of my
and white
time.
papers, Lambos and white papers, custom Louis purses and white papers. Get the fuck out of here.
And like, pictures of
really
important, smart looking folks at the bottom of their website, you know, and all that crap. And it was just all garbage. I didn't want to waste my time on it. I have very few brain cells left to, keep information in. So I'm like, I'm not going to waste it on all of this bullshit. And when Richard came out with Hex, it was like, yeah, man, now we can get behind something. You know, we got something that's getting behind us. So now I can just go out and give lip service to it. And, it's like, it reminds me of like being in a neighborhood and, like I happened to live across the street and 2 doors over from one of the, let's just say, local gang member principals, right? And because of the neighbor relation we had, not that I was, really gang affiliated. I was a neighbor with one of the big guys in the gang. So
you were trusted. You were trusted. They knew you.
Yeah. So I helped do things, and help find a dog and put the pit bull back in the yard, help him with his car sometimes. So I was just one of the neighborhood kids. And so I had the protections of just having affiliation with that. And that's kind of how I feel with Hex. It's like Hex and Richard, it's like, and nobody in crypto can mess with us. You know what I mean?
It's became clearly obvious to me since February of 2021.
I can walk up to any of these crypto giants and bitch slap them right in front of their faces, inside their spaces, inside their anything. I could just, because they're wrong.
Oh yeah,
they're
absolutely
all wrong.
I mean, look at Richard today.
Right.
Richard destroyed that dude today quick. And he was like, what did he say to that guy earlier? Another guy. God, what was it? I forgot what it was. I can't even remember anymore. He ripped that dude today about the hacks with the Bitcoin. And he was like, did you realize Bitcoin's been hacked? And the dude was silent. And he goes, Hex hasn't. And he was, because he said something, he was like, oh, well, everything's hacked. And he goes, well, Hex hasn't been hacked.
Yeah, not Hex.
No.
Not Hex. We haven't had one
100%.
bug, one hack.
Zero.
Nothing.
No bugs. We hate bugs.
Yeah. And the one thing that I've, there's a lot of other Ethereum cryptocurrencies that don't have bugs because of solidity, because of how it's built, Hex isn't the only one, but Hex is the only one that do what Hex do.
Yeah. I mean, solidity is battle tested. I mean, Richard told us that 1 million times. I mean, it's battle tested.
Hell yeah. And so are Hexagons.
Hell yeah. And we're getting more battle tested by the day, especially right now in the bear market. Cause I mean, look at whenever I tweeted about this, we had the guy saying like 2 plebs talking maxi shit, laugh my ass off. I'm like, whatever. We won already.
We did. I mean, I was in a space the other day and And man, and I beat a government official. So there's a government official in there with like 40K followers or whatever. And he was talking to everybody in the Twitter space. And he was talking about bringing Bitcoin to a nation state, which I think it was Tonga, or something like that. And I said, and I let him speak, and I didn't talk over him, and I didn't get shitty with him or whatever. And I said, the only thing that concerns me about your plight and what it is you're trying to do. And he was talking about helping the indigenous folks of his land, and I told him, hey, I understand that plight, cause I'm half breed, I'm half native. And so I understand that whole feeling on how that whole situation may sit on you emotionally or whatever. And I started to tell him that I worry about those nation states, those indigenous peoples getting screwed over by something like a bug. I said, what about these nation states you guys are putting? I feel that Bitcoin is dangerous. And I feel that they are not educated as to what Bitcoin is from people like yourself. You guys are going into it blind. Oh, he lost his shit, right? So then the first thing he called me was a white colonist. So he lost right there, and I had already told him, I'm half native. So first thing he saw my picture with, my MP that I was shooting. And so he called me a white colonist is what he called me first, because I was American, and he saw my picture, and I do look like your typical white boy, not like a half-breed Indian. But he called me that. But the first thing he said was shitcoin. He said, so he was talking like he was being good. He was being cool. He was being Switzerland about everything. He was talking about Bitcoin in a positive light, and I was too. And then I told him the concerns that I had about Bitcoin versus other coins like Hex, which hasn't had no bugs and has had no problems and can be used by nation states and be done safely. Well, he first said, we don't look at everybody's shitcoin. And as soon as he said that changed my whole attitude, because that's like, using a racial slur as far as I'm concerned in crypto. It's like, as soon as they holler shitcoin, it's over. They just lost the battle, because that just means that they will not look at anything else. Everything else is considered shit to them, and that is the most ridiculously stupid argument that any of them can make by just dismissing everything else and calling them shit coins.
Well, it's better if it was you talking to him, not me, because I would have probably slammed him.
Well, I just stopped the conversation.
I'd have made it
first brutal. I got mad. First of all, you know
brutal.
Yeah. No, you would have. You and
would have.
Homeboy, no, his name slipping me.
Famous?
What's that? Yeah, Famous. So Famous was in there, like Famous was already bitch slapping him over and over and over. And Famous he don't pull no punches, period. He doesn't.
No. Look, that's the thing. Me and Famous will go at each other. We'll threaten to fight each other. We're brothers fighting though. Look, we're fighting to fix the world.
Yeah, and so Famous was in there bitch slapping him. Yeah, he's good in those rooms, man. I like him hanging out in there. And then I was trying to be a little more diplomatic about it, but as soon as he started calling me names, and as soon as he started throwing that slur around, shitcoin, as soon as they do that, they lose, and he lost. And I told him, you didn't know who I was. Who is he to say that? And then he tried to tell me, you don't know, you don't speak for indigenous peoples and blah, blah. I said, I never did. And you shouldn't be either. What you're thinking, trying to shill them Bitcoin, get them wrecked. All these nation states now, they put it at the top of Bitcoin. El Salvador, and it's whatever, all these other countries that they sold this shit to at 40, 50 cents or 40, 50,000. I mean, they're wrecked, they're wrecked. And what do they got? They got a shit platform to try and build something on. Just garbage, just absolute garbage, like Richard said today. So I'm not pulling any punches today. I'm a little perturbed by some of the stuff I've been hearing in the spaces from the maxis. The maxis are losing their shit right now. you know.
Well, they're not maxis, they're liars. They're liars.
You got that right. They're liars. They know the history. They know the history. They know what's going on.
They know what they do. That's the thing. They know. They know. But
they
they're
do
gonna
know.
sit here and shit and act like, oh, it's not there. It's, you know, NFTs are the future, you know. Loosely serialized number JPEGs are the future. It's ridiculous.
Let me say hello to Mofit, my really local homegirl. She's like literally around the block here from me. And also Rags to Riches is creeping and crawling into the chat room there. Look at that guy.
Hope he ain't shilling nothing.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Don't listen to Rags and Riches. Don't go over to the Rags and Riches YouTube channel. Don't like it. Don't subscribe to it. And do not comment on any of his stuff. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve your clicks. There. No. That was my.
Go to Cowboys. Go to Hex Cowboy over Rags. And hey, look, you nailed Keith earlier. You nailed him with the crypto Keith. And you talked about people changing their name to crypto. And I want to give a personal shout to Hex Cowboy because he was Crypto Cowboy. But when everybody started changing their name from Hex to Crypto Cowboy did the opposite and he became Hex Cowboy. And so I appreciated that. And so Crypto Keith, here's your challenge right now. When I get off stream, that shit better be Hex Keith.
Nice. So let's do the regular thing and let's get a little history of Trap, who you are, what you've been doing, how you got in here.
Can I put my armor on first?
What makes you want to even change the world? What makes you think you even can change the freaking world?
That's the thing. I never thought it'd be a possibility until now.
Ooh.
Hex is
ain't it right?
Pretty much. Hex is like, I mean, that's the bottom of the line truth. Look, I was a shit coin I was in. I mean, do we talk about Binance here or not? Like, I mean, I'll shit on it. I hate Binance.
You can say whatever you want, bro. You can say whatever
fuck
you want.
Binance. Fuck Binance. Fuck any centralized exchange. Like, they lied to me.
Yeah.
I got shilled a certain Kevin in this community. Not this community, but like in YouTube community. YouTube. Got shilled a certain Kevin. I finally found Richard in 2021. And
shit.
But to back up on that, like I first got involved with Litecoin. My first little personal experience of like, okay, I can actually do something in this space was Litecoin. Back in the day when Litecoin was like $60, $70, somewhere around there. Did a little bit. And what really gave me faith was Chainlink. But then when I sold it at $17 and then Chainlink goes to 52, I'm like, I'm a idiot. Fucking idiot. And that's whenever I realized like the only way I'll win is to find something early before it launches or at launch. Like I got to be there day one. And then I found Hex but it was still not there for like day one, you know, because February 2021, I was like day 420, 430, somewhere around there. So I just kept following Richard, started realizing like this dude's speaking the truth. Then whenever we started talking about forking things, and I've said this in the spaces many times, we started about forking things. I didn't know what he was talking about, but I loved it. And I was like, let's fork this shit. So I'm getting there on Google. I'm starting to learn what forking something is, you know, because he's telling Vitalik, if you don't play nice, he's going to fork it. And I had no idea what he meant when he said it, but I was like, fork that shit. Like, I was like, fork it. And so I started digging, and then he started talking about Pulse Chain, and then I was like, this is it. I found
hook, line, and sinker, huh?
Hook, line, sinker, and then I never even imagined we'd have PulseX. I mean, PulseX is almost just like the massive cherry on top, literally. It's a massive cherry on top. And then, but what's even a bigger cherry on top is the fact that we will get our Hex copied on Pulse Chain.
We always forget about that, right? We always forget about
it. That is the biggest. Look, Pulse, I mean, do you realize what Hex could go to? Hex was created to fix the problems Bitcoin has. per the words of Richard Hart. 100%.
Yeah. And there's not going to be much hex. I keep telling I've been
see
screaming
how much was staked today?
Yeah, 393 million or something like that.
Good God.
For about a year.
22 over 22,000 T-shares. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. If you're watching this stream, send me a T-share. Send me a T-share. You know?
We love that whale. Great move, whale. Great move. Way to support the Eagles. You know what? I don't know. I saw the tweet. Hexo threw it out there. I saw it. I did not see the address nor look at it deep enough. I just was like, sweet.
I've been too nervous about this today.
Yeah.
People probably don't.
There's no reason to be nervous when you're in Hex. I've never been worried.
Look, I haven't been on a big channel yet. You know, if anybody thinks
you're talking about here.
Riches, yeah, I'm talking about here. I'm talking about this channel.
Rags' channel's bigger than this one. What are you talking about?
Rags is wrecked. He is wrecked. You know, issuing state tokens. I told him I was going to hammer him today.
It's a hell of a deal they're doing over there. That's cool, man.
No, I love it. I mean, I'm not going to shill it, but do your own research.
Do your own research. Those guys.
We all should.
Those guys are
even with Hex, though. Yeah. Even with Hex, do your own research. So, you know, everything's on chain. It's beautiful.
I would suggest to everybody before, doing research to learn how to do research first, because there's a lot of people that don't know what the freaking hell they're doing. Now, I didn't either. And I was in the space. I've been in the space for many years. Since before Bitcoin came out, I knew about cryptocurrencies. I knew what was going on, and I had kind of a finger on the pulse. Didn't really dive into crypto until 2014, but that's a long freaking time too. And I didn't know until I got an education, and that education came from Richard Hart. And that was from watching all of his old streams when he was first launching Hex, when he launched Hex, the first year of the adoption amplifier. I mean, there is some brilliant material in there. All the stuff that we did early on. I mean, we literally discovered what Hex was here on this channel while the adoption amplifier was going on. We were learning it. We were figuring out what T-shares were. Oh, crap. Did I really just lose my damn video? Hold on.
Thank God I'm here.
Yeah, hold on a second.
We'll keep him here.
I got to
check my shirt out while he's not here. Oops, that green screen's fucking with it. Sorry, y'all.
It should be coming back on here. Let's see if we can get it to fire back up. There we go.
Shut up, right?
There it is. Okay. Yeah, I guess I turned all the heat sink things off on this camera, and it still does this every once in a while. It gets a little too warm, so I got to turn the fan on. I hope you can't hear that stupid thing. But anyway,
good. At least your head's not fuzzy like mine, and everything I'm doing. I got to get a real green screen.
Your background, dude, that looks like so. My family is from a certain place out there in Louisiana, and
I took this photo myself.
That looks a lot like our church out there, which it's not really a church, it's a mission, but it looks like it's very small. That church is actually twice the size. You're covering up half of it with your body. Ours is just the size of the steeple area there where the mission is. But yeah, that thing's big.
The thing's old. Hey, it's old. It's old, man.
Yeah, ours is over 150, 200 years old, something like that. It's old ass. It's a Spanish mission. I mean, that was back in Louisiana when before it was a U.S. territory.
I know. Look, I want to get Hex Keith if he's out there. I don't know a crypto Keith anymore, but I want to get Hex Keith and some people to go check out like Fort Livingston down on the coast of Louisiana.
Oh man, I can't wait to get down there and get me some property in Louisiana. I am going to do it. I'm going to do it one of these days. One of these days.
I always told people I think there's something special about here. I don't know what it is, but
to me, it's that, the first time I went back there, so I went like on sabbatical, and went back home to tribal lands and whatnot. And to me, what it was the dirt. It was just that earth that's there. And of course, in our worldview, that's an important thing anyway, the place itself, the dirt. That's where the people come from. It's what we revere. That's what we take care of. But that dirt is like red, it's like red clay.
Red clay,
and it's it's the color of our people's skin. And it just man, just being there, I just felt like I was at home. I just felt like I was at home, and it was awesome because we have our mounds out there and stuff. And
some of the oldest mounds in the world. People don't realize this. Some of the oldest mounds in the world are in Louisiana.
Yeah, my tribe's mounds are the oldest mounds that they found.
Older than the pyramids, or the Giza pyramids. Older.
Yeah.
People don't realize
that kind of history just gets washed away. Native history gets swept away.
So we're talking about like Monroe area, right? Like Monroe?
Close to that area. Shreveport area.
Shreveport. Yeah. So like north.
Yeah. Northwest.
Okay.
But it's Robeline is Spanish Lake, all that area. Mm-hmm. Yep, in that area. That's where all our mounds
are. Hey, some of the most beautiful women.
Oh, dude, those Creole ladies.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all have no idea.
When I went out there as a teenager,
we're about to turn Louisiana into Mexico.
It was like I could not believe my eyes. I went to this old. It was called Mudbug Gyms or something like that. It was this little, bayou bar, and I went in there. It was all creaky and swampy around it, and you go into this thing, and it got the Zydeco music and all that stuff playing, and those Creole ladies that are, oh my gosh, what an amazing, and all of them too, all of them. It was just, I love that place, and like the street parties you guys have, like they just roll up a flatbed truck with a band playing on it, and then all of a sudden people are making mudbug pies and all this other stuff.
Let the bands play.
Yeah, man, and just throw a big party. We call them 49 in Indian country. We call it the 49 as a party. It's like kind of the reverse of the powwow. So after the powwow, which is kind of the religious ceremony, kind of the church thing, then they have a 49 where everybody gets together on the side of the road somewhere and just boom, throws down a party. It's just, man, I love that place. And the nights, how hot the nights are, and the fireflies, because we don't have lightning bugs out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, so dude, there. Look, I've sent people in the community videos. I'm like, y'all don't realize what the hell's going down here. And it's just like you're like filming just the backyard, and just all of a sudden lights start popping off.
Yeah, that's cool stuff, man.
It's funny, and you get some different people that are like, "What's UFOs?" It's like, no, it's bugs. You can catch them. Like, look, they fly in your house, and then you'll see them fall over, and they'll see something lighting up in the corner, like over on the like by the fridge and the countertop, lighting up. All of a sudden, it's like, what is that? It's one of the damn bugs.
Yeah. Captain Wong, hey, what's up? Win 10 cents. I like Pulse Formers talking about it. $100. Win $100.
When Pulse launches. I wish.
I don't know if we're going to see that big of a. Well, I think we're going to see a pump, but we might not see anything super fast. But
look, if you saw something super fast, then that would concern me.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I mean, Hex did a really good job of moving up, nice and steady, and it was exciting. It was exciting watching Hex move up.
Well, just from my experience, if Hex went from 4 cents to $100 like that, that's what I was talking about, like the extreme movement. Trying to teach people about rug pulls, not Hex at all. Hex is 100% slam.
That's when strong hands are really going to benefit. Hex goes to $100, and I'm telling you, there's going to be so many weak hands. Like, let's just say Hex is $100 in 7.5 years from now. when all of the first 15-year stakes come due, as far as their principal goes. So imagine if you put Hex in a 15-year stake at 0.0005 cents, let's just say, and now Hex is $100. You think that those people aren't going to be pulling some of those 15-year stakes out? That just to get the principal that's $100 Hex versus the 0.0005 cent Hex that they put in. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of emergency end stakes around that time. Yeah. And one of the things was I was actually talking to people about a practice called making it
weed them out though. Weed them out. I want more Hex.
Yeah.
You know, weed them out. I want more Hex.
Yeah. So yeah. Emergency end stake, baby. I've always been have been a proponent of the emergency end stake.
I know, but it's like I don't want to promote that, but it's like you can do it.
I do. When there's a pump, hey, it's a tool. It's a tool. The emergency end stake is a tool. In the beginning, the emergency end stake was like taboo. Don't touch that button. Like, you're weak-handed. You're a little bitch if you hit the emergency end stake button, right? Well, there came a time when I was looking at it, and we were getting towards the end of the adoption amplifier. I mean, Big Payday was coming, and after Big Payday, all bets were off. You know, it was like you were stuck with the stakes you had and everything after Big Payday. So I looked at the whole situation, and I had some stakes. A lot of us early Hexicans, we staked like a year and a half, right? So we put a whole bunch there. Like I was overloaded on year 1.5. And then I kind of put some out there. I did a little novelty 15-year stake, and I did some stuff, out there, birthdays and anniversaries and shit like that. And it hit me one night. I was like, I fucked up. I really screwed this up. I am going to lose so many T-shares by not staking that stuff out further. Yeah. So I emergency end staked everything I could, literally up until Big Payday. I emergency end staked everything I could that was principal back. So everything that was 6 months into Big Payday, I emergency end staked. I pulled it all out. And then I readjusted my staking strategy and got 1/3 more T-shares for doing that. And it was like, oh shit, people didn't realize that was a thing. And you make a lot more Hex by doing so. And that was, of course, before Big Payday and all that. And so that's what we did. And we used the emergency end stake button. It was as a practice. Now, don't forget, you lose all of your Big Payday. If you emergency end stake those 15-year stakes at 7.5 years, you're going to lose all that Big Payday. So you're going to lose a lot. You're going to just get your principal back. None of that really cool stuff you get to keep. So don't forget that. For those of you who did get Big Payday stuff.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. So I had to deal with stock options and all this other bullshit YouTube shielded me. It's unfortunate. Like, it's talking about the gatekeeping with Hex, though. Like, I mean, I was searching for this, and just they wouldn't give it to me.
See, that's the thing about Hex is it called all of us, and that's why this community is so damn strong. Oh, by the way, let's look at this. We got us a super chat from CZ, the DeFi Sexy Ladies. Everybody go over to DeFi Sexy Ladies on the YouTubes, and they've got a show going on over there. They're going to start roasting the Hex dudes, and she is the pirate queen of the Hex spaces. That's for sure. CZ, turn it up.
Look, she is going to roast some people. Like, she's going to roast you. You go on there, she is going to make you do things that you would never dream of answering. But you got to answer it. You got to.
Yeah.
I love CZ.
Yeah, she's 100%. Cool. She's good.
No.
Oh, look. Rags wants to drop a 19.99. I'm proud of you, Trap. RJ, tighten it up. Okay, so I got to tighten it up, he says. Tighten him up? Tighten him up?
No, I need to tighten ranks up and no more referral links, bitch. No more referral links. How about that?
Dropping that in 1999. They're having a fight. They're having
keep going.
A super chat fight. We used to have those. Remember D Live? You remember D Live? I think we still stream over there. D Live.
D Live, but I don't even know that's still going anymore.
It's another streaming platform. I don't know.
They've had D Live. Then what was the other one? They got like BitChute, Odyssey.
Yeah, we do it on Odyssey too. We have an Odyssey channel. But we used to have lemon wars. Like people would be sending lemons. That's how you did it. You sent lemons, ninja guineas, some other shit I can't remember. But people would be throwing the lemons. The lemons were like the pennies, right? And it'd be lemons coming down. And we used to see wars. People fighting each other for doing the biggest donations. It was kind of cool. You can't do that so much here, but those were some good times, man. That's D Live is what bought us all our studios and paid for all of us to kind of upgrade our equipment, for Hexo to get a better microphone and a better, camera setup. So D Live and the community helped put all that together. Oh, look, we got another one. Pulse Former. Thank you, Pulse Former. Rags to riches. Send me your Luna referral link.
Yeah. The truth won't be for everyone.
Oh, boy. Here we go. All right. Foul, Pulse Former. Thanks for the $20, but you can't do that to Rags. You can't be doing that to Rags. You can't be busted on him like that. Oh, CZ throwing another one. Trap, get a new shirt. Let the fans play. Oh, geez.
We're here to entertain. This is why Hex is better than anything. I mean, all these people are all upset, and we're sitting here having a good time, laughing, enjoying ourselves. And you see, we do that in the spaces all the time. And if I could, I'd love to shout out people in the spaces like Famous, Hex Keith. Don't follow Crypto Keith. If his name's still Crypto Keith, unfollow his bitch ass tonight. Number one. But Hex Keith, CZ, Rags, Hexbullah has stepped it up.
Rags, Hexbullah, Rags. You're gonna get a timeout for that stuff, man. I have to post the super chat just
$1.99.
$1.99. Hey, $1.99 is $1.99, right? So get some mention.
Let's see how many Hex I'm gonna give us. Let's tell everybody. I like doing the numbers.
Yes. How many Hex was that?
Almost 50 Hex. So
50 Hex. Man, I remember in the
50 Bitcoin right now.
Yeah. Hey, when we were in the old Telegram chat rooms, I seen somebody give away 200,000 Hex just to somebody as a tip. They used to give away tips. I saw somebody get 200,000. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Some crazy tips we used to fly back then. Hey, far out, man. What's happening, buddy? Here's to the future. Yeah.
I love the symbolism there.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for the 5555. And he and I just lost a friend this last weekend. A friend and a business partner. It was tragic, but my heart goes out to the family there. Lost both parents. Man, what a tragedy. So anyway,
he says, I now identify as Hex Keith on Twit.
There he is, right on.
You got him on that earlier, though. You got him quick. I like that. I like your style, RG.
We gotta do our thing, right? We gotta do our thing.
Look, I'm not going to be for everyone, too, and that's the thing. I'm not for everyone.
No. I mean, I have my haters. That's for sure. They keep letting me know they hate me, and that's all right. That's all right. I get enough love. I don't need to. Well, actually, I do focus on the haters because I really do like bad behavior. Just to be honest,
I like the confrontation.
That's why I'm a pirate captain.
Yeah, I'm a pirate. Obviously, I'm a pirate.
Oh, Rags' mom said stop calling her 100 times. Oh, Rags. You guys got to stop doing this to my show, man. You're bringing it down. You're bringing it down.
Yeah, stop bringing it down.
So, shoot, where was I? We were talking about something. Damn.
So what's the price of Hex going to be on launch?
On launch of Pulse? Yeah. Oh, that's just dumb. We can't talk about stupid stuff.
No, we can't talk about that. But why would it be cheaper than Ethereum? I'm not saying we can't predict the price, but why would it be cheaper?
Oh, you guys. No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
out of Richard. Richard said that, though. Richard said, why do people think Hex on Pulse is going to be cheap?
It's not, because
I think it is.
There's liquidity. If PulseX is going to be the most liquidity on a DEX anywhere, then how can if you have, I mean, you could literally just 1-to-1 peg those two together and put a bunch of liquidity in there. Who has a bunch of liquidity in Pulse Hex and Hex to make the DEX very, very full and very, very hard to move? Who has the power to do that? You know, I think there's some wallets out there that have the power to do that.
100%.
And that would mean they'd both be expensive, right?
That's why everybody should be buying Hex right now and quit chilling any other project
Thanks,
out there.
MC323. He's telling you to get a new green screen, man. You're fading in and out, in and out. All right, let's see what this is. How hard would it be to organize a legal attack on Alex Masinski and put that guy in jail? Want to onboard Hexkins, put enemy number one behind bars in defense of crypto. You know,
focus on the positive instead of the negative.
He deserves it. You're right.
He does.
He deserves it. Because I know a lot of people that are in prison that didn't deserve to be in prison. They shouldn't be in prison or shouldn't be doing the amount of time that they're doing for the things that they've done. Guys like this scumbag, Alex Mashinsky, deserve what they got coming to them. That's all I can say. They deserve what they got coming to them. And I hope that they are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That's all I can say. If they had wrongdoing, which the writing's on the wall. Yeah, man, it's disgusting. I don't want to give it too much attention or pay much attention to it, but there's wrecked people out there now because of those guys. And they shilled that thing like it was gold, man. They were all over its jock, just like they're all over Bitcoin's jock. Oh, it's just the perfect. It's good. It's going to be great. It's this and that. And he was pounding the unbanked narrative and all that bullshit, you know.
Then don't forget about him calling Hex a scam. How many times?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
all that stuff. All that stuff is sound bites now. You know what I mean? It's sound bites for us. It's fuel to our fire. All they did is anneal us. All they did was forge us. And they've made this monster that they hate and fear.
They buried themselves. They
came after us so hard, and we got so strong and so loud, and we're so in their faces now. And wait till this movie comes out. We are just punching. We're going to bitch slap everybody in crypto. Everyone's getting bitch slapped.
You're telling me Celsius is going to get bitch slapped in the movie?
Well, just by them seeing what the real deal is, you know, they're gonna see what real crypto is about. Hex is going to be called real crypto when this movie comes out. Look, all the movies out there about scams. They're about scams. They're about guys going to prison for selling dope on the blockchain. They're for this
free
scam,
Rolf.
that scam,
free Rolf.
Yeah, all this other crap, and this is going to be the first movie that showcases a crypto that's not a scam and showcases a community. that's out there trying to do things. It's out there trying to change the world, do things like Rags is doing. These guys are building shit, man. They're going out there trying to make the world different. They're trying to change things, you know. For those of you getting on Rags's case, shut the fuck up. Leave him alone and let them go do their thing. Jury's out on everybody, you know. Let everybody go do their thing. What did Richard say? What did Richard say? He said,
all Hexicans.
You guys go build it. I ain't doing it. You go do it. You go promote it. You go build on top of Hex. You, not me. No expectation of profit from the work of others. Go profit on it yourself. That's what he said. And then first time somebody tries to do something, tries to profit or whatever, nobody gives them a freaking chance to go ahead and do their thing. You know, sit back silently. You don't know what the fuck they're doing. You don't know what the hell these guys are doing. You need to sit back silently, watch what they're doing, go ahead and scrutinize it, but don't start talking shit until you know what they're doing, what the outcome is. You know, you don't have to go shill their stuff, but you don't need to come at them sideways either. Talking out the side of your damn necks. You guys don't know shit from Chinola of what the hell they're doing. So, you know, give them a chance. Give all the Hexicans a chance until they screw up. And then when they screw up, you know, call them on it.
Richard told us to support all Hexicans. He told us support all Hexicans.
It should be.
Everyone.
Yeah. And, you know, and then he does things like unfollow people or block them when they shill other shit. And of course, the other shit is the stuff that's out there, you know, the stuff that's out there that is getting people wrecked or could possibly get people wrecked because we don't know what it is, right? So I see what Richard's point is on that. If you're going to play that 100%. Game, then, you know, there's consequences, of course. But, you know, there's been Hexicans like my good buddy DC. He's been out there, you know, in the real crypto world, so to speak, slumming it with the rest of those crypto folks. And he's done pretty well. And he's taught people a lot about crypto. You know, it is what it is. He's still a Hexican. Still love the guy. So anyway.
No, I'm all for supporting any Hexican, you know. Richard has said that for a long ass time to us. Support every Hexican.
Our community is the next generation in crypto. Yes,
100%.
It is. It's the first generation of crypto.
Real crypto.
I think that other communities didn't fail. I think that the cryptos failed them. I think that the XRP community was strong. I think the Bitcoin community was strong. There's a lot of good people out there that back these things, that backed those things. But they didn't have a crypto that backed them up like we have. That's why I feel so strongly about what it is we're doing, because Hex is the GOAT.
Absolute GOAT. Absolute GOAT. And you can get a copy on the other chain. You know, you can have 2 copies. Yeah,
so a lot of times we don't talk about the new things. We give in depth. We don't talk about the basics. We have a lot of Hexicans in the chat room. They already know what's going on, but there's 100 people in here. So there's some people that are not in the chat room that are looking for Hex information. So let's talk a little bit about what Hex is so people can understand. So basically, everybody, all Hex is it's a better Bitcoin. It's got a better security model. It's got better throughput, better programming than Bitcoin. Why? Because it's built on Solidity. It's built on Ethereum. And why does that make a difference? So what Richard was talking about today, so this is one of the basics of why Hex is better. Hex is better than Bitcoin because Bitcoin is built on, and this is not like this word, Richard uses it a lot, but in the developer community, this word is like one of those everything is or everything shit or garbage words, like a shit coin. Spaghetti code. When you say spaghetti code, it just means a really difficult programming language. There isn't really a code called spaghetti code. It's just kind of it's fucked up the way it's built. So because of that programming that Bitcoin was made with, it makes it very difficult to build with, utilize, fork, do things like that. Because every time they do, developers have gone in there to try and do something. they screw it up. They unleash one of these bugs. That was how the first inflation bug was found. Yeah, there's been like over 30. And I think that the first inflation bug, that's like the death bug, is the inflation bug. When the first one of those was, shit thing launched and they had to roll back the chain, and then the second one was found when they were building Bitcoin Cash. So they were building Bitcoin Cash. They started to
That's right. That's when it was a developer, right? It was a developer.
Yeah, it was a Bitcoin Cash developer. Found it. And, thank God for all of crypto that this guy was a decent human being, worked for Roger. So, Roger seems to be a decent human being. So or doesn't work for Roger. He was working for Bitcoin Cash, but affiliated with all those folks. And the guy said, hey, we got a big problem here. And he alerted everybody to it and they fixed it. But see, because of that says that there's bugs there. That says that could happen again.
Exactly. So, that's what I try to tell people. What's going to happen the next time the happening happens?
And why would you put nation states on this thing? And that's what I don't understand. A nation state should be like, that's too risky. But they think something like Hex is too risky only because they don't do the right research. Exactly. They're not doing the right research. Just like this guy that was, the guy that was on the Twitter Spaces with me the other day, arguing with me about how he's taking Bitcoin to governments. And I was telling him, you're not doing those people a good service. You're not a good custodian of your people's, you're not teaching them right. You're feeding them the wrong lines. You must have something to gain from this is my thoughts, because if he really was worth his salt, he'd do his damn research. I would never show Bitcoin to a nation state, especially an indigenous one that is very, very dependent on their currency moving them forward. I wouldn't
show Bitcoin to anyone, period.
No.
Anyone, period.
No.
We know it's best.
I think that gold is garbage too. And Bitcoin has become what they're calling now digital gold, a store of value. And I think that that's garbage. That's like, it's for zombie apocalypses is what gold is for. Like, don't get me wrong.
But here's the thing. If we had a zombie apocalypse, nobody's going to give a fuck about gold. They're going to worry about guns, ammo, all that shit. So
yeah. So that's supposedly that's the medium of exchange. If the world
we got bigger collapses, fish to fry right then.
There's a lot bigger fish to fry if we're handing around gold dust and shit.
No, God.
There's some big problems, right?
Serious.
But my father passed away about 2 years ago, and I went down there to handle his affairs and everything, and there was a safe. We opened up the safe, and there's family members, and Dad had it in his will to split up the coins and the gold and all this stuff, and we split all these things up, and so we've got all of these generations. So I found out my great grandfather, my grandfather, my father's, all their coins are inside the safe. And I take them home to my house and I put them in my safe. And now they're in the safe with my gold, my father's gold, my grandfather's gold, my great grandfather's gold. And I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4 generations of gold sitting there. And then
you call it your treasure chest.
But it's been sitting there. It didn't do my great granddad a damn bit of good. It didn't do my granddad any good. It didn't do my father any good. And it certainly hasn't done me any good other than just sitting there. And now it's going to go to my kids, and then they'll be holding it on for their kids. And
extra weight.
It's garbage. It's garbage, unless it should have all the shit melted down and put in one big lump around my neck or something and maybe get some value out of it.
Or you should have it all just trade it in and put it all in Hex.
What I'll do is I'll make a boat anchor out of it and use it to dump off the side.
Golden boat anchor. Nice.
Yeah, bullets will be the currency and an end of times situation, MC323 says.
Hey, shout out to MC3. Was it MC3 or was it whatever his name? MC 323.
RG3. It's called an heirloom. Yeah, it's called an heirloom. Oh, yep. It
Tell
is.
Mango just put in the chat though. He said trap looks.
I've got eagle feathers that are heirlooms. You know what I mean? So it's like it's the same thing. And they're not going to be trading eagle feathers, I don't think either. For but
MC323, he's the reason that Richard got on with Charles Payne on Fox. He was the guy that like retweeted, got him to retweet the watch and like linked them all up. So he got a Richard Hart follow today. So shout out to him.
Nice.
There's so many people that just are doing great for this community out there. I just want to make sure I like to put other people on, always the good shit they do.
Yeah, everybody's doing great work out there. I love the fact that Hexicans have a great attitude, a go get 'em attitude, a good attitude. And they're working and going and building things. That was my dream, and my goal was to try and motivate people enough to go out and do it on their own. And they have, and they're doing a much better job of it than I am. Let's see this. We got another $20 super chat. I'm just saying, get out in front of it with our own flag flying. It's an unselfish move that shines a positive light on it. Reweigh $600K for some stickers on a car, for God's sakes, right? I mean,
oh my God,
for $600K for some stickers on a car. I know. Let's go do some more cool stuff. Let's make some more movies or something. I mean, this first movie looks like it's going to be good. Maybe we can. When
can we expect this movie?
Movie should be out by the end of the year. I finished my stuff. They had me do some voiceover work for it just recently, but I went out to Portland and finished some filming. So it's all done. They're working on editing it and putting it all together properly. And they're really, man, this freaking thing is badass. But I'm thinking that more movies with Hex backing it, Hexicans backing them. Those things are big and popular, and they get to that outside demographic. Richard says it, we got to get out of our space. Like just speaking to Hexicans, this is a sounding board right here. You're a Hexican. I'm a Hexican. All the people in the chat room for the most part are Hexicans. Maybe there's some new folks here, hearing for the first time that Hex is, more secure than Bitcoin, because of this consensus code that it was built on, or because the code it was built on the consensus network of Ethereum, through using Solidity, making it more secure than Bitcoin. And it's been audited. Bitcoin hasn't been audited. They don't have bug bounty programs. They don't check into it. Nobody gives a shit about Bitcoin's programming anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing it. They're building stuff on the side. This Lightning thing is bull crap. That doesn't it doesn't do anything. There is more wrapped BTC on the Ethereum network being transferred than there is Lightning BTC transactions. So it's just another, they're faking the funk on the funky dunk. That's all they're trying to do,
Lightning sucks. Any lightning sucks. That's the best way I can explain to the people. Any lightning sucks.
So I think getting out into other spaces and teaching people about Hex, making these movies, finding a new space, whether it be fashion or sports or fishing or
all of
shooting pool, everything out there.
I want them all.
If that's your thing, go out there and stream to the world what it is that you're interested in. If it's freaking bass fishing, go out there and stream about bass fishing and talk about Hex and Pulse and crypto and what's going on. I mean, we've got to get to other people. We've got to bring in new users to the crypto space. We need a bigger voice. We're going to get a bigger voice. You watch. Those crypto folks that are there are going to come over to our camp. We're going to get them. We're going to get all the big corners.
I hope it's not a boy that likes Bit.
we're going to get.
We're likes to wear Gucci. Little mini Richard over here. But hey, pump my bags, bro. Pump them.
Yeah. So get out there and do your thing. But hey, you want to say anything else? Because our hour to change the world is already up, believe it or not.
Well, it's going to take me longer than an hour to change the world.
We're going to do it 1 hour at a time, man.
1 hour at a time.
Hour at a time. One stream at a
right.
time. The revolution will not be televised, but it will be streamed. We're going to go change the world. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We'll catch you on the FN Hangout, Friday Night Hangout. That's your place to do what you want here, and we'll see you then.